Hi guys, my name is AOK. I plan on making videos about anything that comes across my timeline. Sometimes that's politics, sometimes that's sports, and sometimes that's just some random creator drama. Today we're going to be talking about some of the drama involving MAGA's disagreement with Donald Trump, specifically Tucker Carlson's broader criticisms of Trump and the Epstein case, and some links and possible links, and I'll explain later, between Jeffrey Epstein and Israeli intelligence. So if that's the kind of thing that interests you, stick around. Let's get right into it. Speaking at Turning Point USA, Tucker Carlson claimed Jeffrey Epstein was an intelligence asset, probably not American, and argued it's neither conspiratorial nor anti-Semitic to question potential Mossad involvement in Epstein's activities. Okay, so let me quickly explain the relationship between Epstein and Mossad, which is Israeli intelligence, basically the Israeli CIA. So Epstein's girlfriend, I think their relationship is more complicated, but he was his partner, Ghislaine Maxwell. Her father, Robert Maxwell, was a confirmed Israeli spy. He was an Israeli. Sorry to interrupt this wonderful video that you are watching. I just wanted to remind you to like the video and subscribe. I only need a couple thousand subscribers to go do this full time, like 3,000 or 4,000 subscribers, because of where I live. So for you, it just takes 1 second. Just hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and for me, it's all the difference. So if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to like. If this isn't your first video and you want to see more of this type of video, hit the subscribe button. But I'll send you back to this wonderful video that you are watching. Spy also worked with America, also worked with the UK, but most people suspect that his primary allegiances were with Israel. So he is a Mossad agent, confirmed. And most of Jeffrey Epstein's connections came from Ghislaine Maxwell. So that is where people see the Israeli spy things come in. It's like, okay, this daughter of an Israeli spy, Ghislaine Maxwell, so she is working with, she finds this guy, this party boy, and then she gives him all her connections, and then he gets powerful figures in the American government in compromising positions, and then potentially blackmails them. That is where the theory comes from. Now, obviously, none of this has been proven. The only thing that has been proven is Robert Maxwell's involvement with Mossad. The other parts aren't proven. It's just the connection is not that far, especially considering that Epstein was a nobody and all his connections came from Ghislaine Maxwell. So, like, there aren't that many dots to connect, honestly, to suggest that Epstein was an Israeli spy. It's just the dots haven't been officially connected. It's just very easy for people to connect that. And I think that's what Tucker Carlson was saying, that the stretch isn't even that much of a conspiracy, especially because spies are going to operate in secret and it's never going to truly officially come out. It's just sometimes you just have to connect the dots yourself, especially when it comes to intelligence activity like this. Former Israeli Prime Minister Naftali Bennett took to X to categorically and totally reject any Mossad connection, stating Epstein never worked for Israel's intelligence service. I don't know. I have no idea who this helps. It's like, in what world is he going to come out and be like, actually, he did work for us. Actually, he was an Israeli spy, Like, I don't know. Are you not allowed to lie? Are you like, how are we supposed to believe you? Do we think that, governments don't lie, especially to protect spies? I don't know who that helps. And then Republican Representative Mike Lawler labeled the inquiry nonsense and waste of time, while Democratic Representative Ritchie Torres called it a distraction, even as progressive voices like Republican Khanna have urged public release of Epstein files. Now, Hassan said something that, up until Ritchie Torres came out and said it, he didn't think anything of it. But Ritchie Torres, in case you don't know, is a puppet with the Israeli government. He's just a congressman in the United States that represents Israel. Every single time he comes on TV, it's to speak on behalf of Israel. There is no other function that he serves in the United States government other than to be an Israeli puppet. So him coming out to talk about the Epstein stuff is essentially the Israeli government coming to talk about the Epstein stuff. Is essentially the Israeli government being like, hey guys, nothing to see here, nothing to see here. It is as good as that. So that has led me to believe, and I think Hassan said it first, that this all but proves the Epstein connection, because why else would the Israeli government care about Epstein unless to protect some pro-Israeli Congress people, or even worse, some Israeli politicians themselves who may be implicated in some of the Epstein stuff. Now, the exchange underscores growing public distrust in official accounts, concerns over weaponized anti-Semitism accusations to silence critics, and renewed calls for full disclosure of Epstein's intelligence ties. So I think that's all I have to say on the case for now. I just wanted to let everybody know the information about Epstein and to realize that it's not a conspiracy theory. Like, it's not a far-fetched conspiracy theory, because, you know, when there's no proof, it's technically a conspiracy theory. It's not a far-fetched conspiracy theory. The dots to Epstein being Israeli intelligence aren't that far apart, and there may never be any smoking gun, especially when it comes to intelligence networks and spies. Hey, before you go, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed this and you want to watch more like this. Also, don't forget to like. Again, like I said, it only takes a second, and for me it makes all the difference. I only need a couple thousand subscribers to be able to do this full time, and you can check out some of my other videos. I probably uploaded a bunch more today, so, you know, go check those out. Thanks for stopping by.